What's up YouTube, it's CST here, and today I'm doing a tutorial. For this tutorial we'll need Cinema 4D and Adobe Photoshop. So today we're going to be making this. It's basically some text, two circles which are known as flares, and it's basically on a YouTube background. We're not going to be focused on the background today, but in my next episode we will be doing the background. So today we'll just focus on the text and the nice two renders and the nice two flares there, sorry. So we just minimize this, we just go on Cinema 4D, you want to go on MoGraph, and then you want to go on MoText. You want to press the rotate button, and you want it on about 42. Doesn't really matter if it's not on 42 because you can change it in Adobe Photoshop. And then you want to click the move button, and we'll just move it to the middle. And we just click on MoText, and then you set the depth to around about 100, nice. And then we change the text to whatever one you want it, but I'm going to call it It's XCSTX. And we'll just move it more to the middle. Right, now I'm going to change the font to, on my last video, if you didn't see it, there should be an annotation on the screen, but on my last video I used F-Eccentric, but I'm not using that today, I'm using something different. I'm using Sony Sketch EF. This will be available at daftfonts.com. which where I get all my fonts from. It's free and it's easy to download, and please check them out, they've got some amazing fonts. That's where I also got F-Eccentric from, so that's what text I am using today. And we'll just press this blue arrow and we'll just try and get it all in the light area, because you only will ever see what's in this area, not outside that box. So let's have a look at how this is looking now. Yeah, it's looking okay. So right, you want to click on MoText, and then you want to hit Control C, Control V. And all you've basically done is you've just made two. So when MoText 1 selected, make sure it is selected. You want to change the depth to about 70. You want to click on this caps icon here, and you want to put Start, Fillet Cap. And you want to put the end of Fillet Cap as well. And then make sure MoText 1 is still selected. And we're just going to go on the camera, and we're just going to go on isometric. Make sure you're still on MoText 1 because you want to be moving the right text. So we're just going to click the blue arrow, and we're just going to center it with the other MoText. So round about there's looking pretty good. And we just go back onto cameras, and then we go back onto perspective. Let's have a look how that's looking. It's looking a lot better now. So we're going to add some colour. I use red and black. You can use whatever colour you want. So we just go down to the materials, go File, New Material. I made mine bright red, so I'm just going to move this all the way up here. I'm going to move all these all the way down here to 0. This will make bright red. And we just double click the red material. You want to tick that reflection box. You want to change the texture to Fresnel. And then you want to change the brightness to around about 27. It doesn't really matter about the brightness, you can have whatever percentage you want. And the mix strength, you want to change that to around about 25. You can play around with the mix strength and the brightness at whatever percentage you want. It's however you want it to look like, so do experiment with different percentages. And we're going to put the blurriness on 2%, and we're going to make our second colour, which was black. So File, New Material again, and then it was as black as can be, so we'll just put all into 0. And then we double click the black material, and then we tick the reflection box, go on texture again, and then go on Fresnel, and we change the brightness to around about 27. Doesn't have to be precise. And we put the mix strength on about 25. Doesn't really matter. And put the blurriness on 2% again. Now there's two ways of dragging these materials on. You can either just drag it onto the actual text itself, or you can just drag it onto the right. Yeah, if you've got loads of text, you might want to do it this way, but I've only got one simple text, so we'll just drag it like this. Let's render that. Let's have a look at what it looks like. It's looking nice, yeah. But have you ever noticed the red's not like a bright red? It's more looking like quite a dull red colour, if you get me. So we're going to fix that out now. So we're going to click and hold this icon, and this should pop up. And you want to click on light. As you see now, it's all black. All you want to do is click on the blue one, and you want to drag it away from the text. So you see you get the colour back now. All we do is just press the green one and just scroll it up. Round about there is looking nice. And then we want to make another one, so we can just cheat. We can just hold Control on light and then click and then just drag it down. And make sure you do click off it before you let go of the control, otherwise it won't work. There we go, it's worked. As you can tell, light 1. And all we're going to do now is just click in the very middle of the light so all the arrows go yellow, and we'll just move it to the very end. Round about there, it's looking pretty nice. And hopefully now we should have our nice bright red. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go, it's looking nice and bright. All that light's doing is adding some, it's like a spotlight coming down onto it, so it's giving a nice bright red, so you can see the light over here. But yeah, let's go on to our render settings. Click this icon here. Then we want to go on our general, make sure it's selected on full render. Then we go on our output. You want this on 1280 by 720. And then you want to click the save icon. And I'm going to call it example 4. You can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to make sure it's saved in the desktop. You can save it whatever you want. This is where I'm just going to save it for you for the purpose of the video. So just click save. And then on the format, we want to change this to QuickTime PNG. And this is the important bit. You want to make sure you click alpha channel, because if you don't click alpha channel when you render it, you'll still get that black box. So when you drag it onto your YouTube layout, you'll still have that black box and you won't be able to see whatever colour you've got on the actual background. So make sure you do select alpha channel. And we just go on anti-aliasing and we just change this to best. And all we're going to do now is click on the effects button and just put on ambient occlusion. And then we just exit that and click the render button. I'm going to now currently pause the video because my rendering does take a while. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back now, so as you can see it's rendered now, so we'll just close down the picture viewer. Right, this is important now, for it depends, this is very important now, sorry. See at the very beginning, if you go down to our picture frames, it tells you what frame we're on, so round about there, it's about 12, you need to remember this, so 12, this is where your flare is going to be, around about 12, and at the end, this all varies on how long your text is. At the end it's going to be about 80, maybe 87. So please remember 11 and 87. So we're going to click File, New. We're going to click this button here and hold it, and then we're going to open the light button. And then we're just going to go on Lens, and we're going to go on Glow, and we're going to put it on blue 1. Now as you can see, it is a blue render. Sorry, let's close that down. I can see it's blue. So if you've got a different colour, you just click on Edit, and we just go on next to size. There'll be a little colour, and we can change to whatever colour you want. So I did mine red, so I'm just going to put mine red. You can do whatever colour you like. And then also I put my size down to 15%. You can have it how big you want it or how small you want it. And then we just click OK. And then all we're going to do now is we're just going to drag it to, where was I, on 13. Oh, also before you should have done that, we should have just changed the output. We should put that on 1280 by 720. There we go, looking a lot better. So I have mine about 13. So there's looking pretty nice. Then we can just copy this. Just hold light and just drag it down. Control and drag down. And then we just move this to 83 it was. Sorry, 87. If you notice, mine was a bit lower down, so I'm going to just lower it down a tad. Not too much. And I'll put it on 87. There's looking pretty nice. Let's just have a quick look. Looking pretty good. Then we'll just render this dead quick. We'll go on the render button and save. We'll just call it flares. Put the format on QuickTime PNG. I'm going to tick the alpha channel. And then we go on anti-aliasing, want that on best. And all we're going to do now is just click the render button. This should take literally a second. It shouldn't take that long. There we go, all done. and we just minimize that, open up your Photoshop layout. I'm just going to put it onto the side view, and then you just got to find where you saved your stuff. So my example text is here. We'll just drag that onto Adobe Photoshop. It's quite a big file, so it may take quite a while. Not too long, but hopefully just a tiny bit longer. And I'm just going to rotate it and put it on the side of the YouTube. And as you can see, we have selected alpha channel, so you can actually see behind the text. So I can put it on any background, and you only just see the text. You don't see that horrible black render. So we'll just get that nice and straight onto the background, and then we just right click and press place. Now I'm just going to go and get my flare what we made. By accident I saved it on a different folder, so I am sorry. I've got some crazy stuff in here, so don't laugh. And then we go, flares. And we just drag that onto Photoshop as well. There we go, just rotate them round. Then we just drag over. Just make them a tiny bit bigger. And then we just click place. And then that's us done. So if you have liked this video, please remember to like and comment, and remember to subscribe. If you do have any problems doing this, please do contact me. You can contact me through Skype, which I'll leave a link in the I'll put it in the description, and you can contact me through YouTube. So please do comment away. I am quite active on YouTube. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been CST, and I'm signing out.